Ken Boland.
Thanks, Gina. Hi, Bongi. Hi, Stephen. Obviously, you pretty much in winter now in the Northern Hemisphere. Rugby Championship and British and Irish Lions Tour. Generally, I think all the matches were played in nice sunny weather. I can't really remember any rainy ones. You could well get some pretty bad weather coming up on these next 2 weeks. Do you feel that will help the way that you guys want to play, the pretty successful game plan that you guys have shown this year so far? Basically, I mean, are you happy if it rains?
Is that for both of us or just me?
Both if you want, or whoever wants it, really.
Yeah, I think we had a couple of days where the ball was quite wet in our training camp in Paris. The fields are muddy, ball's a bit slippery, so we're starting to get used to the conditions. And I think for game plan wise, we know what style of rugby we want to play, and we got that alignment among the players and management. So I think when the ball's a bit wetter, we know we can't chuck it around too much, and we'll probably go with the aerial contest and try and win the ball back in that way. So I think the weather will suit us, but it will also suit the Northern Hemisphere teams that is 100% used to it and have been playing rugby in this for years. So we know what to expect, and we do take it into consideration when we start training, when we train during the week. Yeah, I think set piece, especially in the Northern Hemisphere, is going to be a big part of the game, especially if the weather's not playing along and there's a lot of ball on the ground. So there's going to be a lot of scrum opportunities, and I think Wales has got a very good team, tough bunch of oaks that doesn't go away, as Bongi said. So they're there, they play for 80 minutes. They've got a lot of passion, pride, and they're really tough guys to beat physically. And they in every confrontation they give their everything. So I think when it comes to set piece, especially scrum time, we're not going to change much in our preparation and how we do things. I think going into technical stuff, it's for the team, and you don't want to give all the secrets away, but we're going to adjust in what's going to work for us, but our preparation will stay similar as what we did for every other team building up in this year.
Hendrik Ronier.
Hello, Bongi. Hello, Stephen.
Hello.
This one is just for Stephen. Stephen, is it fair to say that props will only really know how good they are at scrum time after touring through the Northern Hemisphere?
Yeah, it's definitely a different ball game when you come play in the north. Luckily, a couple of years ago, I had a big stint in France, and then I've played with the Boks a couple of end-of-year tours. It is really, I know you in the south or in the southern hemisphere, when you play rugby championship, it's a more free-flowing game. Play off the top or in and out at scrum time. But when it comes to the northern hemisphere games, it's long scrums, tough scrums, playing against big pack of forwards. So you really get tested. You get tested mentally and you get tested physically in a northern hemisphere test match.
Jan, is that a different question or is this a new question?
Yes, Zina, it's actually a follow-up to what Stephen just said.
Okay, you can ask, Jan.
Stephen, you just touched on the fact that you played in the Northern Hemisphere before. Given what happened on the Cape Town Stadium surface, and the Cardiff surface is very similar. We've seen in the past, especially if they close the roof, it's
Yes.
not a solid underfoot. How much of an adjustment is that?
It is. It's something we do take in consideration. It's the field is a bit loose underfoot and it will tear up. So we'll go into the week with that in mind in the way we set up and the way we attack at scrum time. We know we can't take the scrum too low; it will just collapse. So we'll make adjustments in our processes that will benefit the whole pack and hopefully make sure that we get the dominance and momentum that we're looking for when it comes to the scrum battle.
Cebu?
Thanks, Tina. Hello, guys. Any one of you two, or if you both want to answer that as well, it's good with me. With the British and Irish Lions tour, obviously having taken place here, and you were successful, as well as Jacques' confirmation last week that there's no time for experiments. Do you consider, or do you expect the either the Wales, Scottish, or England, or all three of them to come back at you to prove something with the loss of the series to some extent? Thanks.
Yeah, I think all three of the teams will come with a bit of vengeance and a bit of sting. I mean, it was a great series for rugby, the Lions series, but I do think that they will probably take it personally. So yeah, it just puts that a bit more of that flavour into these 3 test matches, and we know we're going to have, as Bongi said earlier, we need our ducks in a row. So we're going to focus as much as we can to get our on-field rugby stuff in order, so we can go into these matches 100% prepared and give it a good go and do the best we can to win possibly as much as we can.
Hendrik, is your hand up for another question?
Ja, kan ek kom aan Afrikaans vir Steven vra?
Ja, dis reg.
Steven, jy het meer as 50 toets al gespeel en is 29 jaar oud. Lê jou beste daar nog voor as 'n stit, en wanneer dink jy is 'n stit op sy beste?
Hendrik, ja, eerlikwaar ek hoop so. Ek hoop is opdraande van die af. Ja, ek is baie dankbaar vir al die geleenthede wat ek gekry het, en op 29 al 50 toetse plus vir die Bokke te gespeel het, is 'n groot voorreg en 'n great eer. Ja, ek dink so dat 'n mens ouer raak, of voor hy veral die nodige experience, as ek dit so kan stel, wat jy kry oor die jare se speel, begin al hoe meer tel, want jy compete nie meer fisies in die gym so sterk soos die jong ouens sê. Ek bedoel, met ouderdom kom die skete en die seer knie en enkels en so jy is nie meer in die gym so sterk soos jy altyd was nie, maar ek bedoel, jou kop is definitief daar, en hopelik tel die experience op die einde van die dag meer as wat die krag eintlik doen. So hopelik is daar nog great jare wat vir my persoonlik voorlê.
Dankie.
Guys, unfortunately, we do have an activation, and the team needs to leave in 30 minutes. They literally walked in from training, so we're going to take one more question in Afrikaans. Adnan, is your question in Afrikaans?
Gewoonlik.
Ja, Zina, ek kan maar vra. Ek wil eintlik vir Bongie gevra, maar hy wil Afrikaans praat. Ek gaan maar Steven.
Afrikaans is goed, man.
Hy het dan nou net voorheen het hy Afrikaans met jou gepraat. Steven, ek wil net by jou geweet het, die laaste keer toe julle Wales in Engeland gespeel het, agtereenvolgend was in die World Cup, in die uitspelrondes, en ek dink dit semi en eindstryd. So die twee, daar was verskillende benaderings hoe julle die games benader het, veral teen Wales en Engeland. Dink jy julle gaan kan jy dieselfde verwag van Wales die keer?
Ja, ek dink Wales, hulle is baie in dieselfde opsigte as ons. Hulle stiek met hulle gameplan, hulle skei nie baie van dit af of probeer ander maniere speel. So ons verwag wat ons van Wales af al gesien het in die laaste paar jaar, ons verwag dieselfde volgende naweek as ons teen hulle speel in Cardiff. So vir ons weet wat hulle vir ons bring, en is ons werk om dit te stop. So dit gaan 'n tawe game wees. Dit gaan 'n game wees met baie skoppe, fisiese collisions, ek bedoel set piece, groot set piece game, line staan contesting, en hoe ons mauling en ons line staan kry. So ons weet wat wat Wallis bring en ons weet en hulle weet wat ons bring. Dit gaan net wees wie kan die beste execute op die einde van die dag.
Dankie, Steven.
And then Liam, I know your hand has been up for a while, so Liam, ask your question and then we'll wrap it up with that.
How's it, guys? I hope you're well. My question's for Stephen. The Springboks they've chalked up a number of milestones over the last few years, whether it's winning a World Cup, winning in New Zealand, beating the Lions, etc. To what degree is going unbeaten in Europe sort of a target that you guys are chasing? I know you must have targets as you go along, but to what extent is going unbeaten on this end of year to a thing for you guys?
Yeah, it's a difficult one. We haven't spoken about going unbeaten. We spoke about playing great rugby, getting momentum going into next year, playing rugby brand that suits everyone, and getting guys used to the Northern Hemisphere and building up to the next World Cup. So going unbeaten isn't spoken about. So we've more focused on playing good games, because you never know. It's like maybe losing the first game, then all of a sudden your unbeaten goal flies out the window. So we're very process driven. We just want to play a great game of rugby every weekend, get a good week's preparation, building up to the weekend, and then getting our ducks in a row. So we haven't spoken about going unbeaten. We just want to pick up great momentum. We want to keep that momentum we had from the last New Zealand game.
Thanks.